Welcome. Today we are working your whole body with special attention to balance poses. So in life in general, it's important to have balance to stay healthy, and there are many reasons to do balance poses, both when it comes to emotional and physical aspects. A lot of the poses are difficult and it can take months or even years to really know how to do a pose. So you challenge yourself and you learn to be patient and develop humility. And also, if you're stressed and anxious, a lot of times your head is just racing. You have all these thoughts and you feel that you don't have control over the situation. So you can do balance poses and still you can manage the situation. So that's another good reason why to do balance poses. When it comes to physical aspects, of course, you are building strength and stamina. And when you're upside down, you're also very invigorating, a lot of those poses. And what is balance? As you can stand on one leg, two legs, balance on your arms, forearms, on your hands. So there are different ways of doing it. Let's get started. Have some fun. Do what you can and adjust if you need to. We are starting standing up today. So stand about hip width apart with your legs, and you can just roll back and forth on your heels, on your toes a few times, warming up. And then see if you can find your center here. Spread your toes out, place your toes, the whole foot or feet on the floor here. So turn all four corners of the feet into the floor. From here, shoulders up and back, palms facing forward. And if you're comfortable, close your eyes. Let's take a deep inhale, nose. Exhale, mouth. One more time. Start to breathe in and out through your nose. Like a tree, standing tall, powerful, grounding through your feet, at the same time being flexible. And ask yourself a question: what brought you here today? What brought you to the mat? And after that, start to concentrate on your breath. We are moving the breath all the way from your feet, through your legs, through your spine, up through the crown of your head. And then through each exhale, start at the crown of the head, moving down all the way to the ground. So just inhale and exhale in your own pace here. And with each inhale, you can add 2 words. Inhaling peace, joy. And when you exhale, you can exhale tension and worries. Inhale peace, joy. Exhale tension, worries. Or you can pick other words that work for you. Place one hand on your belly, one over your heart. Start to feel your breath. Connect with your breath. When you inhale, belly rise. Move that breath all the way up through the rib cage, your chest. And exhale, relax. So see if you can stay connected with your breath throughout the practice today. Always come back to the breath. As I said many times in yoga, breath is the most important thing. As long as you can breathe, you can do yoga. You don't have to be flexible. Let's do one more inhale and exhale here. Slowly open your eyes if they are closed. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. And exhale, bend your knees, come down, arms come back. Inhale, rise. Slight back bend. Exhale, fold, relax your head. Moving back and forth in your own pace. Move with your breath. You can add an ujjayi breath if you want, restricting the back of your throat, sounding like the ocean. And next time you're down, stay here. Straighten your right leg. Take your right arm up, left hand on the floor, left knee bent, maybe look up. Continue and breathe. And come down, let's switch. And if you have a hard time reaching the floor, you can always take a block or a book or something and put your hand on. And come down, both knees bent. Hands over your knees here, cat-cow. Inhale, exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, belly to floor, look up. Again, move with your own breath. Add an ujjayi breath if you want to. One more inhale and exhale. And come all the way up. Hands to your hips, feet together. Take one step forward with your right foot and then tops of the left foot into the floor. So you should feel a nice stretch here on the front of your left foot, ankle, not wrist. And step back. Let's switch. Same thing, other side. Hips are square to the front. And step back. So stay to the front of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Relax your head. So if you need to, you can bend your knees here. Come halfway up, torso parallel to the floor. Hands on your shin bones or fingertips on the floor. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Hands in front of your heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, look forward, halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees. Big step back with your right leg. Setting up, low lunge. So hips forward, the 90-degree angle with the front knee here. Arms up, and then cactus arms. So a slight back bend if it's comfortable for you. Moving your hips forward and breathing. Hands to the floor. Tuck your back toes, runner's lunge, back leg is straight, and then come up to high lunge. Shoulders away from your ears. Take a few breaths here. Inhale and exhale to the left side, spinal twist. And arms up again. Spring up on your left leg. See if you can balance. Hands in front of your heart center. And sit down, a variation of chair pose. So your right foot is flexed here. Breathe and don't worry if you fall out of the pose. Doesn't matter. Have fun here. Check in with your breath. Make sure you're breathing. Come all the way up again. Big step back with your right foot. Coming to warrior two. So take your time. You may want to widen your stand. Front heel aligned with back arch. 90-degree bend with a knee. Look over your left hand. Strong warriors. Really engage your arms here, your muscles in your arms, engage your core, tailbone down towards the floor. Inhale and exhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bent knee bent, opening up the left side, rib cage waist. All the way up again, extended side angle. Variation one, left forearm on the thigh, other arm up, or you can put fingertips on the floor. Take a few breaths here, and then arm over your head. So press all four corners of your feet into the floor. Great job. All the way up, turn your left foot in. Wide stand. Inhale and exhale. Fold forward, hands in between your feet. Relax your head. So you're on the balls of the feet more than the heels here. Move your hands forward. Hands on your hips if you have a bad back, or arms out, come all the way up. Turn forward again. Square your hips to the front. From here, we're going to come up. Cross your right leg behind the left. Squatting. Then come back. Straighten your left leg and flex the foot. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, sit down, come up, and sweep back. Good job. Turn to the front again, hands to the floor, plank, strong core. So options, if you want to come down to the floor and do cobra, you can do that. Option two, chaturanga push-up with knees on the floor, or just regular push-up. Inhale here, exhale. So stay where your upper arms are parallel to the floor, and then press to up dog or cobra if you are all the way down. Broaden your collarbones, press your feet into the floor, the tops of the feet. Take 2 more breaths here. Use your core, hips to the ceiling, come over your toes. Down dog. If you need to, you can walk your heels up and down a few times, since this is the first time we're in down dog. So remember, hands are about shoulder width apart, spread your fingers, and press your whole hand into the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. If you can, heels on the floor. Don't worry if it doesn't work. Up on your toes, bend your knees, look forward. You can step or jump all the way forward. Come halfway up. Exhale, fold. And inhale, reach your arms up and hands in front of the heart center. Let's do the same thing left side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. And left leg, big step back. Set up, low lunge. Hips comes forward. Arms up, shoulders down. Maybe cactus arms and a back bend. Check in with your breath again. Hands to the floor, tuck your back toes, runner's lunge. And inhale, high lunge. Exhale and twist to the right side. Oops. Inhale up. Get ready to spring up again. Engage your core muscles. Come up. Find your balance here. After you have done that, sit down, chair variation. Flexing your left foot and breathing smoothly here. All the way up. Big step back with your left leg. Set up warrior two. Widen the stand if you need to. Keep your right knee where it is and open up, reverse warrior. Come up again, extended side angle, your variation. After a few breaths there, take your left arm over your head. Stay there for a few more breaths. Come all the way up, turn to the front, hips are squared. Getting ready for that Jiva squat again. Inhale and exhale, left leg behind your right. And sweep back, flexing your right foot. Again, inhale up, sit down. Inhale up, sweep back. Good job. Turn to the front, hands to the floor plank. Engage your core. And then your variation if you want your knees on the floor or not. So remember again, upper arms parallel to the floor, don't go any further. And up dog or cobra. Engage your core and press your feet to the floor. Take 3 breaths here. And if you need, you can come down to child pose and rest. Up on your toes, bend your knees, walk forward or jump. Halfway up, exhale, fold. Inhale, reach out and up. Palms in front of your heart center. Awesome. We're going to do the same thing one more time, moving much faster this time. So let's start. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up, exhale, fold, bend your knees. Step your right foot back, right knee on the floor. A low lunge, cactus arms. Inhale, exhale, hands to the floor, tap your back toes, runner's lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, spinal twist, left side. Inhale up, spring up, sit down, chair pose. Inhale, come up again, step back, warrior two. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Inhale, come up, turn to the front, square your hips forward. Shiva squat, arms up, and swipe back. One more time. Shiva squat, come up, and sweep back. Forward, hands to the floor, plank, and go to your variation. Up dog to down dog. Up on your toes, bend your knees, step or jump to the front. Halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Hands in front of the heart center. One side left. Upward salute. Exhale, fold. Inhale, torso parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold, bend your knees. Left leg back. Low lunge, cactus arms. Hands to the floor, runner's lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, twist, right side. Inhale, up, spring, up. Sit down. Strong right leg here. Inhale up. Left foot back, set up warrior two. Inhale, exhale, reverse warrior. And extended side angle. Come all the way up. Square your hips to the front. Inhale and exhale. Shiva squat. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. One more time. Shiva. Come back. Forward. Hands to the floor. Plank. Push up, your variation. Up dog. And press to down dog. Let's take 4 breaths here. Or come down in child pose if you need to. Relax your jaw. Up on your toes, bend your knees. Look forward, step or jump all the way forward. Halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Palms in front of your heart center. Let's take just a mini pause here and put your hands over your heart center. Root down through all 4 corners of your feet. Inward focus. Mindfulness. Be the observer of your breath, of your thoughts. And slowly open your eyes if they're closed. Let's move on. Next, balancing pose. Engage your core. I always say it helps if you engage your core when you do balancing. Bending your right knee. and come up here. Once you're in balancing, look at something in front of you that doesn't move. We call that the drishti, helps with balance. So you can keep your hand on the knees. Another option is if you can grab a hold of the big toe and straighten your leg. A middle ground is to actually take, if you have a strap, you can place that under the foot. I know you're standing there a long time now, but you can always come out, oops, under the ball of the foot and come out here, like this. From here, you're going to take your leg out to the right side. So if you're holding your knee, you can just come out here. If you're holding your big toe, just come out. Same thing if you have a strap. Not the easiest pose, so just do what you can. Oops. Sometimes it helps to take the left arm up. From here, come back. If your knee is bent, take your left hand on the outside, right arm goes back, maybe even look back here. If you're holding your big toe, take on the outside of your right foot, straighten, and then look back. And if you have a strap, you cannot have to switch hands. One more inhale and exhale wherever you are, and come down, shake it up. Let's do the other side. Engage your core first. Bend your left knee. Hold the knee. Or grab a hold of your big toe. Find your drishti again. Leg out. Hold the toe or the knee or the strap. Maybe right arm up. From here, come forward again. Take your right hand on the outside of the foot or on the outside of the knee. If you want to challenge your balance, look back. Okay, let's do one more breath there and come down. Awesome. So I said it takes time. Sometimes it can take years to master some of the poses. So be patient with yourself. Okay, next one, also balance pose. Start in the middle of the mat. Option one, the easiest, to have your hands up. We're going to fold forward in warrior three. If you're comfortable, you can grab a hold of the opposite elbow. Or option three, do reverse prayer pose. From here, take your right leg forward, so hips are square to the front, engage your core, come all the way up, warrior three. So ground down to your right foot, flex your left foot, breathe here. So wherever you are, put your hands on the floor. And if you have a block, you may want to use that under your left hand. Revolved half moon pose. So take your right arm up, maybe even look up here. You can feel a little awkward, check in with your breath. Hand to the floor, feet hip width apart, and just roll up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Awesome. Same thing, left side. Stand in the middle of the mat. Find arms up or elbows, or the reverse prayer pose. It can be a little scary to have your arms behind your back. And then on your right foot, come up to warrior three. Stay where you are. And then hands to the floor. Again, if you need a block or something, you can place that under your right hand and revolve half moon, twisting to the left side. Smooth, steady breath. If it's too much, come down. Both hands to the floor, feet hip width apart, and roll up. Awesome. Great job, everyone. Feet hip width apart, hands in front of you, and come down to squatting Malasana. If your heels are not on the floor, you can take your mat, roll it, roll it, roll it all the way, and then place your heels on there. If that's still not accessible, use a block, or you can sit on it, or whatever you have. Long, nice, tall spine. Press your elbows out, your knees in. Close your eyes and try to feel stillness and peace in this pose as much as you can. You can stay here, or if you want to try Kakasana, another balance, arm balance, place your hands to the floor, shoulder width apart, spread your fingers. I usually start with my feet together, hips as high up as you can, and then put your knees as high up in the armpit as you can. If you have a hard time coming up with your hips, you can use a block or a book. Put your feet on there, let your toes hang out in the front. And engage your core, look forward. Very important, look forward. Lean forward. Maybe one foot off, maybe both. Breathe here. For more advanced student, if you want to jump back, chaturanga, push up and everything, you can do that. Down dog. Up dog, down dog. And then let's all meet in child pose. Let's take a breather here. And have your big toes touching, wide knees, arms behind you. Or if you prefer to have your knees together and arms forward, you can do that. Take this moment to honor yourself. Be proud of what you have done so far in class. Slow your breath if you need to. Two more breaths here. And slowly come up. Starting in plank. Engage your core again. From here, we're going to side plank. So depending on your arm strength and how you feel, you can place your left knee on the floor or not. Take your hands just a little forward. Turn to the right. One foot in front of the other, or feet on top of each other. Once you're there, you can take your arm overhead, your right arm. Breathe here. So your left hand is not directly under your shoulder. Less pressure that way. From here, if you can, straighten your upper leg, grab a hold of the big toe, and come all the way down with your right foot. Or you can just move into here. We're going to low lunge again. So press your hips forward. Just take a few breaths here. From here, hands to the inside of your right foot. You can move your right foot out a little bit. So you can stay here. Some of you may be able to come down on your forearms. Some of you may want to tuck your left foot and the left knee off the floor. Just stay where it's comfortable for you. So you should feel a good stretch on the front of your left hip, leg. Slowly come up and sit back. So, half hero pose. Both sitting bones on the floor, knee forward, and top of the left foot to the floor. You should not be in any pain because then you need to back out. One option is to sit on a blanket or so. It makes this pose easier. Of course, the foot has to be outside. And if that's still not accessible, take your left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Just breathe here. If you want to feel the stretch more, come forward with your torso. Some of you may be able to even grab your right foot, relaxing your head. But make sure the right leg don't come out. It's the outward rotation is really easy. So you want to keep that right leg active. And slowly come all the way up. Take your left leg over the right. Both sitting bones on the floor again. Flex your right foot, spinal twist. Inhale and exhale to the left side. Press your left knee in. If you can look back. So don't force it, just find your edge of the pose until your muscles relax. And then your body will invite you to see if you can go further. So always be kind to your body. I talked in some of my other classes, ahimsa, non-violence. It's a part of yoga. And that comes also to how you treat your body, how you try to get into a pose. And come forward. Cross your legs. Come back, go to down dog. You want to walk it out a few times. And then plank. Use your core. Should have stayed on the other side. Easier. Then turn to your left. So maybe right knee on the floor, maybe one foot on front of the other one or top. And then reach your left arm over. Engage your core. Breathe here. Some of you may want to take your left leg up, grab hold of the left big toe and guide it forward. All setting up, low lunge. Hips square to the front, press forward here, opening your hips. And breathe. Both hands on the inside of the left foot. You can walk your left foot out a little bit. Option, stay here. Forearms on the floor. Maybe tuck your toes. And right knee off the floor. One is not better than the other. Just see what your body wants you to do. Two more breaths here. And slowly, right knee on the floor. If it was up, come all the way back. So if you need a blanket under your sitting bones, with your right foot outside the blanket in that case, sitting up tall, flexing that left foot, or other option again, right foot on the inside here. Stay there or come forward, relax your head, flex your left foot. If you feel really tense in your muscles, just say the mantra, relax, 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 over and over. And slowly walk up. Take your right foot on the other side of your left leg, flesh out of your sitting bones. Spinal twist again. Inhale and exhale, twist to the right side. Press your right knee in, looking back. Flex your left foot. Imagine you get taller for each inhale. Maybe twisting more for each exhale. And slowly come forward, shake it out. Let's do another balancing pose. If you have, you may want to take 2 blocks or books next to you. Engage your core again, tuck your toes. Be up on your toes, or not, yeah, up on your toes. And then take your right leg forward. So really engage your core, flex your right foot. See if you can place your knees. So really press your knees together, breathe here. So this may help if you have your blocks here. Some of you may want to try to take one hand up, maybe the other. Breathe, find your drishti again. Not an easy pose, so don't worry if you come out of the pose. Try it a few times. You can do this. Just require patience. And come down. Awesome. And maybe just move around. We have one side left. Ready again. So with or without blocks. Up on your toes. I'll show it from the side this time. Engage your core. Left leg forward, flex your left foot. Knees together. Stay here if this is enough. And then play with the balance. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You can do it. And calm down. You have to have some fun, so don't worry if you can't do a pose. Doesn't matter. Core work. Flesh out of your sitting bones again. Feet to the floor, sitting tall. Arms up. Exhale, twist to the right side. Inhale up, exhale left side. Let's move back and forth here. If you want to go faster, slower, the whole time, core is engaged. Arms up, palms in front of your heart center, twist again. Really work that core. And obliques. Hands behind you. Feet hip width apart, reverse tabletop. So press your hips up. If you're comfortable, you can let your head hang. And slowly come down. More core work. Flesh out of your sitting bones again. This time palms together. Come almost all the way down. So your heels are still off the floor. Press up, bend your knees. Come on, let's do some more. And if it's too much, place your hands behind on the floor here. This is another option. Let's do 4 more. And then hold it, and come down. Hug yourself, knees in. See what we have time to do. Let's try headstand again. I think one of the last poses for today. So if you can't do headstand, if you have a neck problem or something like that, you can come down in down dog instead. Or if you want to go to dolphin pose, forearms on the floor, the parallel to shoulder width apart, and come here, walk forward. If you want to try headstand, let's do a tripod with your hands. So hands shoulder width apart, spread your fingers. Head on the floor, so find the flat part of your head. Tuck your toes, walk forward. So it's easier, you're trying to get your hips over your shoulders here. This may be enough for you today. If you want to go further, right knee on your upper arm, you may stay there. Maybe both knees, maybe this is enough today. Otherwise, use your core and come all the way up. So never try and, spring up, kicking your legs. You want control here. So if you're up here, Barbie toes, breathe. They're energizing, sending oxygen and blood to your head. 2 more breaths. And to come down, use your core again. Bend your knees. Slowly come down to your mat. And let's all come to child pose. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths here. Inhale through your nose, exhale through the mouth. One more time. Relax all the muscles. And slowly come up. Almost done. So next one, we're doing a breathing exercise, pranayama, called Sitali. Come a little closer so you can see. So seated cross-legged. So this is a cooling breath. So if you feel really hot, like a hot summer day, you can use this breath to try and cool you down a little bit. So you are rolling your tongue. Not everyone can do that, so I'll show you another variation too. Then you're going to breathe in through that tunnel and then exhale through your nose. So you inhale and exhale through your mouth, through your nose. If you can't curl your tongue, separate your lips a little bit, and then teeth together, upper and lower teeth. And then you breathe in through the gaps in between the teeth and breathe out through the nose. So in through the teeth, exhale, nose. Let's do it. And closing your eyes may help you to stay focused too. Go in your own pace. If your breath gets longer and longer. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Just normal breath in and out through your nose. Just sit with it. Marinate in the feeling. Connecting with your breath. And open your eyes. Final relaxation. So try that breath if you're outside in the sun one day. It really helps. Give you an option today. If you have a wall, you can have your feet up the wall. Could be very comfortable. So coming up from the side, I find usually easiest. And then arms out to the side, palms facing up. Another option, if you have a pillow or bolster, I don't have my bolster here today, you can place that under your knees. And lay down here. Or just a regular pose. Let your toes hang out to the side, palms facing up. Eye pillow is also really nice here. Let's finish with 2 cleansing breaths before we totally relax in stillness. So inhale nose and exhale mouth. One more time. Let all tension go if you have any left in your body. Melt to the floor. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just relax your body and your mind. So Shavasana, this pose, is said to be one of the most difficult poses in yoga. A lot of people have a hard time relaxing. At the same time you're relaxing, your mind is aware, trying to find stillness and peace. Slowly start deepening, lengthening your breath, and bring your awareness back to your body. And feel your body parts connecting to earth, supporting you, grounding you. You can start moving your fingers, your hands, your toes, your feet. Maybe draw circles with your ankles, your wrists. Inhaling and exhaling, stretching your arms over your head, point your toes, press yourself to the right side, resting on the right upper arm. When you're ready, with your eyes still closed, come up to a seated, comfortable position. And thank your body for allowing you to do all these poses today. I know balancing is not easy, so just be patient with yourself. As always, it's the journey that counts, not the final destination. And just scan your body and see how you feel compared when you started the class. And see where your mind is. And if you feel at peace, maybe happy, joyful, relaxed, make sure to share that, spread that with everyone you meet today. Your heart and your head are not always in agreement with each other. Sometimes your heart may powerfully desire something that your head knows is not good for you. At other times, your head may take over excessively, filling you with mental chatter and blocking out the voice of your heart. The trick is to balance your head and your heart as much as possible so that you hear both. Today, take a moment to ask yourself these two questions. What is my heart's desire right now? What is my mind telling me about this? Again, what is my heart's desire right now? And what is my mind telling me about this? Then, see if you can join the wisdom of your mind and heart, finding some sort of middle ground between what you desire and what you think you should or should not desire in order to gain perspective and to find balance. Palms together in front of your heart center. To the bottom of your heart and the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Let's bow your head to seal the practice. Namaste.